I'm here. Uh, I was having technical problems. I guess that last one wasn't meant to be. Um, yeah, I'm still gonna say what I said in the last one. Ash, take control of your game. Please take control. Take back control of your game. It's your game. It's your game. Take control of your game. Your original vision would have sold more than 1 million copies. Um, my thing is stop letting people tell you that if you make the game hardcore, it's not going to sell. That's a big lie because the hardcore fan base is what's going to keep this game alive. The casual gamers, they're casual gamers. They're not going to really play this game. They're not going to really buy the DLC. They're not going to support boxers. The hardcore fans will support the boxers. They will buy DLC, especially if y'all make the DLC worth buying. And when I mean worth buying, what's up, Leafy? I appreciate you coming back, man. Yeah, if you make the DLC worth buying, like let the characters actually look like they got their style. And no shade to Roy Jones, but you can't do your motion caption for a young Roy Jones. You don't move the same as a young Roy Jones. Let the animators do their job. You can tell them how to make the adjustments to make your character look more like itself, but you can't do the animations. Oh, it's going good. That's why I did this video. I'm trying to because a lot of people they gave up on this game. I'm not giving up. I'm not. It's not giving up on the game. I mean, I don't want to give up on boxing. Us having a boxing game. A lot of shout out to Dave. I appreciate you, man, and I understand. I've been at this for decades. When there's a such thing as when the PC and sites and stuff was up, I start putting ideas out there. Yeah, I'm an old head. I've been around for a long time, and my passion has been around for a long time. I boxed. I was a decorated amateur. Ask Shannon Briggs, you don't believe me. Ask Ray Mercer if you don't believe me. Ask Shane Mosley if you don't believe me. Because Shane Mosley fought one of the guys from my gym. And it was a great fight. The guy that from my gym, he had an asthma attack. I think he would have beat Shane Mosley. That's me thinking personally. But that's neither here or there. I'm just trying to give a little background on me because a lot of people always be like, "Oh, Paul want this and Paul want that." I'm taking it from my perspective. If you know how to fly a kite and I don't, and you know how to make it do tricks and stuff, that means you're an expert at that. You have experience at that. I'm going with my experience. Even Sean Porter, being that he's not a gamer, he see what doesn't look right in the game. I just wish he's a little more outspoken. To me, I like Sean Porter stepping up, but he's not a gamer. I wish that the boxers that are gamers and the coaches that are gamers, which there are coaches that are gamers, they step up because they could be more outspoken about the direction the game should go in. We letting um, casual gamers have too much of a say over a sports game. It's a sports game. The people that play the first boxing games, a lot of them became hardcore boxing fans. So imagine back then to now, they're older. They're older people that still playing again. Oh, grown-ups don't play games, boxing game. I mean, video games. That's the biggest lie ever. You got to realize that those people from back in the days, they adults now. Yeah, they still have the same hobbies. Gaming is a hobby to some people. It's a way for them to relax. It's a stress reliever. People be trying to downplay things. I took psychology. I mean, I read about psychology. I know psychology. So when you say certain things, I know what you're doing. You're trying to deflect what people are trying to say because, like a lot of these developers, they're not boxing fans, you know, and the people that's on the team, and their thing is, I'm gonna make the game that I like and I'm able to win at. No, you gotta make a game that's gonna make your game sell and that's gonna constantly make money. Let me see what you wrote, Leafy. The thing is, Undisputed needs is asked to take his game back and give the people what he was promising. I mean, promoting back in 20 and 2022. 1%. We're letting casuals who don't box dictate the direction of boxing games. We need boxers, coaches, and boxing historians to be directing these sim boxing games. Exactly. And what people their mindset is when you say sim, and it's not even that when you say sim, you got people that over exaggerate what sim is. Oh, you want to be breathing and you want to push a button so you can breathe a certain way. Oh, you want to be able to do this and that. No, we want to see what we see on TV. We want to see what we see in a real boxing match. We don't have to control every single aspect of the game. We don't got to be able to control the way the boxer breathing and the way the boxer looking at the other. No, certain things is like a little over the top. But we want the little things. Like Ash was saying to me and Ash used to say, he want what NBA 2K was. Because if everybody keep using when you say NBA 2K, the first thing that come to their mind, microtransaction. No, that's was not what 2K was known for. They were known for presentation and the little details. 2K used to have you like, wow, you see that? They did like that Jordan move or that little this or little that. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about no microtransactions or anything like that. That's you mad at 2K because that's what they're doing. And that's what you got to take up with 2K. We got to keep Ash focused. Tell Ash to bring us back what he wanted. This game supposed to been more, it was like an open world, it was like you supposed to been like a boxing universe. If you get a chance, look at my blog, read through my blog. I got a ton of ideas there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I know a lot of you say, "Oh, they're AI generated." Not all of them ideas are not AI generated. They were inspired. They helped the AI inspired to make them ideas. But the AI didn't just automatically. You go look it up on Google or something, and you'll see what's up there. No, them ideas are mine, and the AI help formulate them. Stop trying to downplay what I'm trying to contribute. Just look at the ideas in general. Say, all right, I see what you're talking about. Stop trying to downplay everything. It's like you try not to have a game. I read a lot of the blogs you post. It helps me and will help in the future once I get back into making a sim boxing game, probably in the summer, to be honest. I appreciate you even trying. And you know what? You know what's the funniest thing? I laugh at and not try to be like arrogant about it or whatever. It's a lot of companies that wanted to make a boxing game. They started, some of them got scared. Some of them said it's too expensive. I said it's not expensive. See, the thing is, you make a good game, boxers were begged to be in your game. I know for a fact there's boxers in Undisputed or other games that said they didn't want nothing. Undisputed might gave them something. Some boxers just want to be in the boxing game. I used to help EA get boxers. They won't give me, nobody ain't gonna give me credit for that. Only the community know these things. And I got proof of it. I got emails and everything. I got proof for everything that I do. So people can't downplay my contributions to the community. But it's a lot of boxers that want to be in the game. I remember when Shane Mosley wanted to be in Fight Night and they didn't include him. I remember Steve Cunningham. He wanted to be in Fight Night. He came in the Fight Night community, and he was trying to blend in, but they chased him up by their ignorance. But that shows my contributions to the community. Stop trying to push me out. I'm not your enemy. They think we want a breathing button. Let me see. Hold on. They think we want a breathing button and determine how the box's muscles flex. We just want realistic mechanics. Exactly. The little intricacies in boxing to happen. The sweet science of boxing. Exactly. They have a gym the boxers could walk around in. I read a lot of the blogs you post. It helps me and will help me once in the future to get back into making a sim boxing game, probably in the summer, to be honest. It really isn't you. Hold on. It really isn't. You just need to code mechanics that are realistic. Then you worry about the graphics and realistic models later. The only costly thing really is the modeling and graphics. And of course, hiring developers, that's only if you want to hire more people. You and sports game analysts know what you're all talking about, and companies need to listen to y'all. What was Ash thinking of turning away from what they had years ago? Excuse me for my reading. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, my thing was they 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 let people in the community. It was like they made like a it's like they went on a witch hunt to get rid of anybody that talked about boxing in a Discord. And then once they found out that Ash said he was gonna put me in the game, and one person, what's his name? I don't even want to talk about him, but he tried to downplay who I was or what I did. He said that I should be a character in the audience, not a boxer. Why shouldn't I be a boxer in the game? I boxed. I boxed more than that person that was said that I didn't. I have had a career, amateur, and I had I'm gonna say two pro fights. So how you gonna say I should just be an audience member. And you can't pick what the owner of the game wanted me to be. He saw something more than what you did. So, and them the type of people that are like, yo, why everybody so against me? I don't ask for nothing. I never, even when, and I'm bringing this up now. Even when they asked me for stuff, I always didn't want myself to be like involved. I started saying different people. I said, why don't you bring Boxing Fanatical on? They put Boxing Fanatical in. I said, why don't you bring JMMA in? Why don't you bring I was always picking certain people like Brian Mazik. I wanted him to be in there because he's very passionate about sports in general. I was trying to pull these different people in, tell Ash about them. And this one person I pulled in on the team, I regret pulling in on the team. Not that I pulled them in, but I made a recommendation for him to be on the team. And to me, I feel like that person stabbed me in the back because you didn't go to bat for me. I went to bat for him. I stood up for him. I was like, yo, Ash, look at this guy. He has experience. I said, he was technically my boss at EA. I say, Ash, check him out. So I'm guessing when he actually did put in, that made it look better for Ash. Let me read what y'all wrote. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know what Ash was thinking turning away from what they had years ago. By the way, Paul, when I can and when I get more development on my dream and Unity, I'll put you in my boxing game. I appreciate you, man. That guy was just full of don't waste time on him. Yeah, that's who it was. That's exactly who it was. That's exactly who it was. And yeah, it just makes me mad that I'm like, yo, I like out of all the people that's in the Discord and all the people, I don't do videos like a lot of these YouTube content creators because I'm not a cameraman. I'm not a camera person. To me, I don't have that type of personality to be on camera. But it's like you pushing me out of what? I've been in the community forever. I've been in the boxing gaming community before EA made a fight night forum. I literally remember when I was on the IGN forums. I'm giving y'all history on the IGN forums because I remember this how it all started, and it started with Will Raxzilla because I remember he used to be in a football forum, and that was before EA, and then they start making stuff, start making forums. I said, oh, they're making game forums. I want to be a part of a forum. Then I went. I think I jumped on the IGN. No, it was another forum, but I forget what it was. But then the IGN forums. Then after the IGN forums, I jumped on the EA forums. But the community manager at EA, he came on the IGN forums. He pulled me from over there to the EA forums. They came and got me. Because all I was talking about in the IGN form was boxing and ideas. I'm an idea person. I'm the person you want on the team because I'm an idea man. Just how much of an idea man I'm going to tell you. And I don't tell everybody this because they always go over the top with it. I'm a vegan, right? So my thing is you have to be creative. I'm an artist. So when I make stuff, I got ideas. I used to make cheesecakes. I got over 400 cheesecakes. You got to have ideas. I'm creative. I'm an idea man. I could be here all day long and we talk. If I was in the office, y'all would get tired of me because I have so many ideas of doing things. I'm an idea man. Sometimes I could drive myself crazy. That's why I draw. Now I know why certain artists they would be like he went crazy because he probably didn't have no paint or anything to get the ideas out. Let me see what you wrote. Yeah, he ruined it. I think it was. I think he a mole. I'm just saying. It seemed to add up because it seemed like when they first had when the first of the first game, the ESPE BC, the first models that we had, all they need was some cleaning up, little adjustments. They didn't need all this extra stuff that we got now. They took stuff out. That matrix move that they be doing, I forget the name of it because I'm so wind up. But that little move, that sidestep, that's matrix jump. What the heck is that? That's over exaggerated. And that shouldn't be for every boxer. That's crazy. Let me see. Was I put? Yeah, I put it on wholesale. I'll get back to it during the summer. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, it was a couple of companies that were making boxing games, and they fell off. It's like two companies that told me. No, I don't even know why I say two companies. It was like 3 to 4 companies that told me they were making boxing games early before Undisputed. And I remember when I was a part of Round for Round. My thing was I started, I had a good friendship with the owner of Round for Round, but we had a lot of boxes. I got a lot of boxes. And my thing was he was scared to make a boxing game. He just had boxes, but he didn't have no model. And my thing was, I was telling him I knew more about gaming than the guy from Round for Round. And no shade. Because my thing was, I was trying to get him some sponsors, and sponsors would have brought money in. They would have funded the game. And their thing was, if y'all got a game model, we will give you the money. I had Coca-Cola. I had I think Poland Spring is Coca-Cola, but I reached out to all these companies, even if it's their I forget what you call it, subsidy, whatever it is, and they were interested. So it's money out there for companies to make games. It's just a lot of them are scared. Their thing is, if EA, that's the thing they brought up. If EA make a game, we're gonna lose out on our money. No, if you make a good game, fans are gonna pay. They're gonna support it. I remember there was a time when we had 3 to 4 basketball games. I remember we had 3 baseball games. All of them was making money. And the thing was, companies started saying, no, we got to get the exclusive license. Their thing is they didn't want to have no competition to make them step up their game to do better. And that's my thing. The more games we have, they have to step up their game. EA don't really want to make a game because they know Undisputed, the beginning of what Undisputed was, they stepped the game up high. And fans gonna look for EA to do what Undisputed was when it was ESBC. They're not gonna want a game that's a little functional, but it's what's called them is now. They're not gonna want that. Let me see what you're talking. What do you think of the Love C Shorty game? Why don't they hire him? He ended up applying for a coding position there. Let me see. Let me see which question I'm answering first. All right. The Love C Shorty thing, I don't know. I think they were scared to add him because he was gonna make. I think whoever made the game digress to what it is now, they had a say so of them not hiring Love C Shorty because that would have been a great, addition to the game. Love C Shorty would have made a huge difference to the game because his ideas alone, it meant a lot to what the game could have been. And round for round, I don't know. I left because I thought one of the main reasons I left the game, I was getting frustrated. But my thing was, if I leave them and I go to, because I wanted it to look like, I didn't want to just like stop working for round, then go to Undisputed. I mean ESPC at that time. So still City Interactive. So I just, I left them. And I heard they were still making a game, but I doubt it. There was so many boxes, they were mad because I contacted Jamel Herring, all these people. So a lot of people I contacted. If they hired Love C Shorty, he would have taken Undisputed. Yeah, I think so too. And Love C, I think he will push for them to listen more to the community and the people with the big voices in the community that wanted the game to do good. And my thing is, if we look at how the game is now, and it's sad because you making the game be casual, heavy, and it's not doing good at all. This game's so based on people thought this game was going to be a sim realistic game. I don't care what nobody say. They sold the game off of it being sim realistic. It sold off of that first the trailer with what's the guy named, the Muscle Man and Oakley. Well, I forget his. Damn, why I'm getting a brain fart? But yeah, it sold off of the realistic boxing mechanics, the realistic look. That's what the game sold off of. And it's crazy that they went regress. It's like you did a switcheroo. They did a Raiders of the Lost Ark on us. They grabbed, as soon as we was about to buy the game, whoop, they changed it. Let me see. Let me see. He's doing that right now with BKSB. He listens actively to the fans and is making a boxing game that is realistic. There's a ton of people in his Discord who love it, man. They saw the money and switched the vision. I don't think it was Ash because Ash thing was always about. Maybe you might be right, but Ash was saying it was never about money when I talked to him. When I talked to him on the phone, it was never about the money. He said, I don't care if I don't make money off the game. He said, as long as I had the realistic game that I want. He wanted a realistic game. But then he got somebody that got in his ear. Now, how are they going to sell this DLC when you don't have a realistic game to go with the boxers that you got? Fans are not going to accept you giving us DLC and all of the boxers fighting the same. And my thing, when I kept pushing for the sliders, they were jumping on me in the Discord. And my thing is, and it's the stupidest thing in the world to me, because if you have sliders, it actually gives the developers a break. You got people in the community that could use the sliders to make the boxers fight the way they fight. Now, all you got to do is have saves. Be like, oh, we got saves for this boxer and that boxers, and they fight relative to themselves. But no, we don't have sliders. In this day and age, sliders are in almost every sports game. They even got sliders in WWE, which is not a real sport. It's a stuntman sport. I mean, if you want to call it a sport, it's for stuntmen. They can't sell it. That's the thing. They shouldn't be updating the game. They can't sell it. That's the thing. They should be updating the game and innovating it. Yeah, true. It should be sliders for both. It should be sliders for individual boxers, especially in the creative boxer mode. And it seemed like the creative boxer mode was an afterthought. A creative boxer mode should have been in the beginning process, because it seemed like two separate things. Because to me, when you got the creative boxer mode, why can't you make like at least 100 boxers that go into career mode? Like EA, they were doing that in Fight Night Round 3. I mean, Knockout Kings, you were able to do that for the career mode. So any excuse that companies making, you can't use that excuse, because you got to look at, there were games made before this one. Yeah, it's your first game, but you have veteran developers. If you got veteran developers on your team, it's no excuse. What's with developers and regression their game? Oh yeah. Yeah, it was the Eddie Hall and Oakley. Was it Oakley? Was it Eddie Hall and Oakley? I forget who it was he was sparring. But the movement on that game was incredible. Yeah, it makes no sense for you to have the developers. You gotta do more research on the developers that you hire. And you know what makes it so bad? I had better recommendation for developers than the developers that they have. If anybody seen my picture with that boxer, he looked like, I think it's Floyd Mayweather. I don't want to say anything to get him in trouble, but a lot of people be thinking that that's a game. It's not a game. It's a player model that he created, and his artwork is good. His name Jack Malone. If look up Jack Malone artwork, boxing. Say Jack Malone artwork, and you can also look at it on ArtStation. ArtStation, great stuff. And if you get a chance, any of y'all who's listening to this, go to ArtStation and type in boxing, and you'll see a lot of them boxes, even some of the ones for Undisputed. But it's a lot of great artists on ArtStation. Some of them work for companies and some of them look for jobs. And I'm on LinkedIn. It's a lot of developers looking for jobs. It's a lot. So there's no excuse, undisputed. It's a lot of developers, veteran developers. It's a lot of developers looking for jobs. So stop, don't, no excuses. Yeah, they need to bring in a creative coach, creative referee, creative venue man. Yeah, it's crazy at this point. These are the things that should have been in the game, and it shouldn't even have really needed a recommendation for it. I would think that this was something that Ash wanted on his own. And they don't realize when you got creation modes, that's art, that's casual fan stuff. Casual fans love creating stuff. So because they can create the things that they want in the game. And that's okay. Offline. Or if they want to play with each other, like, if they playing amongst each other. But when you got the hardcore fan base, they should be able to play amongst themselves. My thing is, I'm not trying to divide the community, but my thing is the base game should be a hardcore boxing game. And my thing is boxers should be more outspoken about a boxing game. A lot of boxers, they don't really care because they're not really, because they trained all their life. They a lot of them was like really focused on boxing, which I can't understand that much folk. Well, I guess that's why they top boxers. But when I was boxing, I was playing video games, doing everything that was big enough to do. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like I kept telling Ash and the guys in the group, they should have grabbed like people like with big personality, like boxers with huge personalities. Shannon Briggs should have been a boxer that they had in the game already. He's self-promoting. He would have promoted the game. He's a great promoter for this game. People love Shannon Briggs. You gotta help people like Gerald McCullen, Cleveland. I don't know why I say McCullen. McClellan. You gotta be a part of these foundations and funded things. Fans will help fund it. It's up to it's so many things. Y'all getting rid of people that can help the community because someone don't want me to speak about realistic things. Let me see. Shout out to Beast. Shout out to Leafy. Shout out to JMMA. Shout out to everybody that support me. And everybody, I'm gonna shout out whoever I want to shout out. Gotta shout out my boy Brian Mazik because he the one put me in Ash path, even though I would eventually found him because I was looking for anybody that's making a boxing game. Because it's a lot of people I'm not mentioning that said they were in the process of making boxing games, but they're not they're not speaking about it. So yeah, shout out to all everybody that support me and stuff. I try to make more videos, but sometimes I be thinking that people don't really want to hear me because it sounds like I'm going on a rant, or sometimes I don't want to keep repeating myself about the same thing over and over again. But my thing is, I want a realistic boxing game. I want a boxing game. I want a game I could put a lot of my time into. A lot of people want a game that they can put their time into. They want the oohs and ahs of what they see on TV. I had that when I played the alphas. I was like, yo, look at this. I was like, ooh, I was wilding when I seen the game. And that's what a boxing fan should say. I'm not going to leave your side, man. I will support your vision 100% and will do my best to make it a reality for you. In high school, so my schedule is quite busy, but I strive to make a game. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Oh, you're a youngin. So that means you're younger than my son. Yeah, so I appreciate you, man. I really do. For you even reaching out to me to tell me that, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I 100% appreciate that, man. Focus on you. Focus on doing what you got to do to get yourself better. Yeah, yeah, cause my son, he was trying to he was going to school to make games at one time, but then I guess he fell out of love with it, cause he was going to art school, went to art school in high school. Then when when it's time for him to go to college, he didn't like what was going on because he said they weren't doing none of the technical stuff that he was looking for, and he just left. And that frustrated. It already frustrated me that he didn't box, and he got all the genes in his body that I wish I had when I was boxing. He's six. When he's 6'2", he's big, but that's from he has athletic. His body, like when a person that's athletic, then they don't do nothing. That's how his body look. And yeah, that bothered me. Yeah, he got some type of career, if that's what you want to call it. But my thing is about always try to be your own businessman too. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to keep dragging this on, wasting time. And I think I might do a video tomorrow. You know, be able to bring more people in. But my thing is, if you can, this is one thing I want to try to push, so I can help the gang. Push for sliders for the boxers. Push for ads to hire more developers. They made over $1 million. Over no, they made way over $1 million because they sold 1 million games. So imagine how much money that is. I'm pretty sure they paid off the investors, and they were able to give the boxers money. So he should have money to invest in good developers. And Ash, if you need, hit me up. I know how to what developers you need. I know the technology you need. And people gonna tell you, well, he never was in the gaming industry. Technically, I was. And if you look at my blog, you will see what I'm talking about. Oh, I see. All right. Do what's best for you. I appreciate you though. I still appreciate you. Um, yeah, my campaign to get the best boxing game ever is never gonna stop until a company like meets my expectations. I'm on LinkedIn every day. I have thousands of game companies, and I didn't know it was that many thousands like that. It was like literally hundreds of thousands of game companies, and I did never know it was 100,000 game companies. But it's companies. I have a lot of game companies that I'm friends with, and they watching my stuff. So, and my thing is, I'm gonna keep campaigning for a realistic boxing game. If Undisputed give it to us or not, Undisputed just got to get that thing together before this game fails, and all this money that they invested in it, it just goes nowhere. I just wish somebody would talk to Turkey Ali Sheik and let him take control of the game, or him invest in the game so we can get the game that we want. Yeah, do the LinkedIn. LinkedIn help you. It'll help you with a lot of ideas. You can hook up with people that you think you might need help with, or people that can inspire you to do things. Because they even have developers on LinkedIn that can coach you into what you need help with. Yeah, definitely go on LinkedIn. I have like a lot of developers that's my friends on there. You know, Ash, his brothers, they I'm pretty sure they see my post that I put on LinkedIn. But yeah, I post a lot on LinkedIn. You know, I'm about to leave because I don't want this just dragging out, just talking about nothing. But hopefully, whoever watched this, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be on here about probably about 1 o'clock. You know, come through, give me support, and we could talk. And I could do the live one. I want to do the one that we could talk back and forth. I want to do like a podcast situation. I like the podcast situation because that was my old platform when I used to have the call-in show. I like the call-in show. Man, you will come in at the last minute. You always do it. Yo, what up, man? Yo, love, what's up, man? What's up, love, shorty? How's things going with you on LinkedIn? Did you get anybody contact you? Nobody hit you back? Man, you like Candy, man. They was talking about you earlier. They're talking about love Shorty. They're talking about your passion just being one person. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do the. I might try to do the podcast tomorrow and the live thing. I might do both shows simultaneously. Yo, love, see, shorty. Let me see, Dad. That's crazy that nobody ain't really contact you like that. So I'm wondering, is that's the same thing with all the developers? Because I see a lot of people posting that they're looking for jobs. I wonder, is it it's hard to get jobs in general, especially being you competing against other developers that's losing their job that were like actually they're actually veterans, and that's why I be saying that what's called Still City should have picked up a lot of them veterans. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Mother ain't even trying to pull you in, man. That's crazy. And I think somebody kept you off of the Still City team internally because your ideas were too realistic. Yeah, your ideas was too realistic looking. Yeah, it's like and my thing is when Ash first had the game, he said the game is made by boxing fans for boxing fans. That's a lie. Probably in the beginning, when it looked like it was a boxing game and looked it had that realistic feel to it, probably then. But that changed. All of that changed. It's no passion. You can see there's no passion there no more. Yeah, these jokers they scared for somebody to push them to make a better game. But that my thing is your DLC is not going to sell if there's no innovation to the game. Even if you give it away for free. Exactly. DLC is not going to sell on a busted game. Now that's something that the gamer, a few of the casual gamers will buy. They just buy it for the heck of it. Because I see a lot of people like, oh, we need more boxers. Why? Why you ain't saying we need the game fixed? You talking about we need more boxers? That's crazy. Let the game be fixed. Exactly. And I think their March update is going to be a make or break the game because this supposed to be a big update. So it's going to be a make or break the game. Nobody don't want no arcade crap. That thing they keep trying to force the arcadiness on people that don't want it. And that makes sense too. Going to build my portfolio after I get online and BKSP. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm still trying to push other companies to do their thing. A lot of because there's a lot of companies in the background. They're still scared to move. I really don't think EA is making another boxing game. I think if anything, they'll try to buy Steel City out, or they hope that Steel City try to sell the game to them. And I think once um EA see that Steel City has some attachment to the um the sheep from Turkey Island Sheep. Once they saw that, they're like, Dad, if we even tried to buy the game, they can match our money. But EA is stupid because if Turkey Island Sheep they were really invested in the game would be much better than what it is. They're not really invested in the game. It's three companies from England that's invested in the game, not Turkey Island Sheep. He just he's like I would say friends with Ash. Yeah, two times. From my knowledge, EA tried to buy SCI twice, but that was in the early stages. Because from when I was with round for round, I realized when you got boxers, like when a company buy boxers or have boxers under license, when you buy that box company, you got them boxers too. So that means you ain't got to give them extra money. Because if EA would have bought, because this how EA would have still sold it. SCI bought the box, got boxes on the contract. Boxers look at them as a small company, so they're not going to have that much money they want. It's only so much money SCI can get them. EA buy the company. Now they got the boxes for cheap, and they don't got to give them millions and millions that they would have asked because EA is $1 billion company. Yeah, keep reaching out to them because they usually say something back. Any company that you trying to like get into, text them. Text them or just write something to tag them into your post. Post your videos on LinkedIn. Post your game on LinkedIn and tag companies in. Let them see that you have something working, and they probably feel, oh, he got something. We can make that. Let's see, can we get together and make it better? So that's how you got to look at it. Even if you know you don't want no company to help you with your game, you just want to get the experience, but post it so they could see that you have passion for something. Because a lot of these companies, I'm friends with a lot of these companies. I'm not even a developer, but they see my passion and a lot of them be hitting me up. Because one developer, no, he's not a developer. Somebody in the industry, I don't know what industry he in. He's like, so how we gonna do this? I said, we can't do nothing. I said, I'm an idea man. I said, well, I know people that could probably help you. And I told him, I said, well, I tagged you into one of my posts. I said, he actually has a game. And I told him he needed to talk to you if he wanted to do something. He got money he want to invest in your project. Oh, that's good. Yeah, most of the people that I know at EA, it's on that thing. It's like probably like 5 people left that I like really know at EA now. Brizzo, he not there no more. He works I think he work at a subsidy of EA. He's not at the main EA. He worked for a subsidy that they got because EA got small companies too that they don't. I guess they don't call them as actual companies, but they're EA companies. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm about to get off. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna come back on tomorrow about 1 o'clock, and I'm try to build with a couple of you guys. I appreciate y'all coming through, especially you, Love C Shorty. I wasn't expecting you, but I appreciate you coming through, man. Really do, man. Um, all right, let me. All right, let me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.